Hello everyone, and welcome back to Reddit Nightmares, the series where I talk about the most infamously disturbing Reddit stories on the website, typically with some sort of video evidence, so buckle up because this one's pretty spooky. This is the story of Skinna. This all starts, believe it or not, with a Snapchat video. He owns 3 birds and people typically ask what their names are and things like that, so he put 3 videos on his Snapchat, one for each bird. So about 15 minutes later, one of his friends responds and says, "Ha ha ha, you bearded beast, those birds are mad. By the way, what the fuck was that in the window behind you in the last one?" Now if you look at this video, which I'm about to show you, when he turns around, pay close attention to the door behind him. It kind of looks like someone's looking through the door with their hands cupped against it.
And here I am with my good little mate, Puffin. And here I am with my good little mate.
I know that's hard to see, but in that part of the video is pretty terrifying. So imagine how he felt after seeing that shit in the background of that video. Skinna came pretty close to having a panic attack. This is scary for 2 reasons. Number 1, someone is looking into your house, obviously. And the second one is a little more complicated. So some backstory about Skinna. Around age 8 or 9, he had episodes of sleep paralysis like once or twice a month. So if you don't know what sleep paralysis is, it's basically when you're like half awake and half asleep. So you get this weird experience where you're laying in your bed and you can't move because that part of your brain is asleep. And sometimes you hear things and sometimes you see things, like really creepy things. That's the gist of it. Not the best explanation, I know, but just look it up if you're interested. But anyway, this would happen to him every so often, and he went to a child therapist for it, and the episode slowed down significantly. I assume he stopped going after that, he doesn't say, but for whatever reason, around age 12 or 13, he started to get the episodes almost every single night, and a recurring thing he would see was a person looking into his window with their hands up to the glass, exactly like in the Snapchat video. Here's a sketch he drew of what he would see every night, and the thing is, you can see the door in one of the previous videos and there's nothing there. At least, like, maybe there is something there but we just can't see it.
Right, so the first one of my parents' little birds is this little guy. It is little Leo. He's a cockatiel.
So he's freaking out at this point, understandably so. And I should also mention that apparently he was the only one home that night. And later on, he noticed in the video that the only thing between him and this supposed person was a screen door, which is exactly what it looks like. So the actual door was open at the time that Snapchat video was recorded. All 3 of the videos were shot about 10 seconds apart from each other. So this mystery person must have shown up literally seconds after the second video where they're not there. If that person wanted to get in, they probably could have. So he eventually went to bed, which I imagine was pretty fucking difficult after seeing that. Woke up, says nothing happened all night. He told his girlfriend, and now she's freaked out as well. And if something did happen, he said if they had to leave the house for any reason, they actually didn't have anywhere else to go. Here's a closer look at the door and the room it leads to.
So this is the door. That's the screen.
But yeah, Reddit suggested that if he feels someone or something is hanging around his house, that he should try his best to get evidence to either show the police or a priest. We don't know if this is a supernatural thing or what. Unlikely, I know, but you never know. So he got an old smartphone to use strictly to record and take pictures if anything happens. A Samsung Galaxy S3 to be exact, which is fucking ancient at this point, but hey, it'll get the job done, I guess. So 3 days go by, and besides his back porch sensor light turning on a few times, nothing out of the ordinary happened, which he says the back porch light may just do that normally for whatever reason. Like he says, he may have just not noticed it until these past 3 days, so that's not really confirmation of anything. Also, no sleep paralysis episode, thankfully, so that's the end of the first post. So a few more days pass, and he updates everyone that he's looking into contacting a priest and he has quick access to the local police. But most importantly, things started happening again. A couple days before this second post, he had a sleep paralysis episode, the first one in a long time, and basically what happened was he was laying sideways facing his girlfriend and the wall, but there was a strong presence in the room, as if someone or something was standing like right behind him, but he couldn't move or look behind him because that's how sleep paralysis works. He didn't see anyone at the window either, thank God. That was Thursday. Something he did mention earlier was that on Fridays and Saturdays he's home alone for one reason or another. So this would be the first day he'd been alone since he recorded those 3 Snapchat videos, so he's not looking forward to it, and he's really scared to be alone after what he saw, but he doesn't exactly have anywhere else to go every Friday and Saturday. So Friday comes around, and he's actually doing alright. He's just playing games on PC with some friends, and all of a sudden he hears this really loud banging noise, like loud enough that he could hear it with a headset on, and it was coming from the same door that he saw the supposed person at in the first post. He immediately got his old Galaxy S3 and started recording. So what he did was he went to the kitchen to turn the light on to the side of the house, because according to him, the only easy way in or out of his backyard is out through the side of the house. So he figured if he turned those lights on and watched back there and recorded, he could catch someone leaving, you know, as evidence and whatnot. But then he hears a loud banging noise from the other side of the house, not inside the house, outside the house, but directly opposite to him, which it must have been pretty damn loud for him to hear it from the other side of the house. So he goes over to that side of the house as discreetly as he can. As you can see in the video, he circles around the house to stay out of the light, and then he records over there for a while, and that's about it. Nothing happened after that. He didn't call the cops or anything. He just patiently waited for everyone to get home and then suggested that they go out to a motel for the night, and I don't blame them. So Reddit is giving him advice and everything. He's responding to questions, and then a user named Abel Carbon says he's downloaded the video and enhanced it in several ways, and at one point in the video there's a big black mass in the corner of the room he walks by. It's almost impossible to see without the video being enhanced, but this is what he was pointing out. I can't tell if this is a person. I don't know what the fuck that is, to be honest, but it's unmistakable that there's something there. It's not like, you know, a shadow or something like that. So he's insanely freaked out, and even more so than before, and they call the police and wait for them to show up, and they end up staying at the motel again, understandably so. The police show up and they say nothing was stolen from the house, and all the doors were locked from the inside, which is interesting. So what the police proposed happened was that it was a 2-man team that tried to rob the house while his parents were gone, and when one of them got in and realized he was home, the one person tried to make noise and distract him while the other got out. The problem with this theory is that everything was locked from the inside, so how the hell did they get in? Well, the police seemed confident that they came in from the roof, so that would mean as Skinna was in the house, the person in the house would have had to walk up the stairs to the roof in a timely fashion. But something Skinna made clear is that his steps creak and thud when you go up and down them, like a lot of stairs do. So he doesn't understand how he would have been able to get upstairs quickly without him noticing. It's all really perplexing, honestly. Like, I don't really believe that theory either, and I don't blame him for not believing it, but I don't know what else it could have possibly been, to be honest. So I guess just for peace of mind, he can just, you know, go with that theory, I guess. But anyway, that's pretty much the end of it. Skinna ended up staying at his friend's house for a week and was unsure if he would return to the house by the end of the week. Unfortunately, he said he couldn't really afford not to at the time. But yeah, that is about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I thought it was pretty fucking spooky, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.